As warrior-minded men, we also must be protectors. We have to be aware of our surroundings. We have to be aware where we're headed. We have to be ready to roll at any time to protect our families. Hey guys, welcome back to the Man of War channel. First and foremost, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Redefining, the 21st Century Man hit #1 new bestseller in multiple categories, #2 in the overall list. I gotta say, it was a dream come true. So really thank you for your support. The new hardback edition is out, so if you want to run to your bookstore and order it there, I know that some of you have been waiting for the hardback. It's released as of yesterday. All right, so let's talk a little bit about being a protector. Within the Man of War paragon, and discuss it in this book here, there is an element, a role that we take, right? And within this imperative, we call them the 7 imperatives, is the protector mode. A man being a protector of his family, a man being a protector of himself, a man being a protector of innocent people. Now, we just saw the Buffalo shooting occur. With that said, there were other mass shootings that happened. As a matter of fact, as I look on my iPad here and I'm researching the news, 198 mass shootings in 2022. Now, mass shootings typically are more than 2 or 3 people, but the reality is that it's pretty much gone crazy. It is not safe to walk the streets. You know, people are going to say, well, this guy is putting in, he's scaring you. He's using scare tactics. I'm going to tell you right now that if you think that for a second it is safe out there, you are wrong. As warrior-minded men, we also must be protectors. We have to be aware of our surroundings. We have to be aware where we're headed. We have to be ready to roll at any time to protect our families. Now, this is in movie theaters and restaurants, whether you're going to the zoo with your family, in grocery stores, whatever it is, because there's a huge difference between you defending yourself, protecting yourself, and protecting your family. Let me be very, very clear. As a matter of fact, one of the most important classes that I've taught for over 20 years is protecting those around you. I've trained in so many different martial arts, but the most important thing is this. It's your reaction time, it's your awareness. No matter what martial art you take, no matter if you're a good gunfighter or not, if you don't have this keen awareness, all that is for nothing. All right, first and foremost. So I urge you, I encourage you to start leveling up your mindset game. When you're out there, understand that there are bad people trying to do bad things to good people. That's just a way of life. That is where we are right now. So, situation that happened in that grocery store in Buffalo, it's a very sad situation. With that said, people are going to die in vain. That's just the way it's going to go, especially when they're not armed, especially when they're not alert, especially when they are just walking around like zombies. And we must avoid that. We must be on our edge. We must be on our game. You see, I get a lot of DMs sometimes, people saying, yeah, I go to MMA class, or I train this, or I fight this in the ring. Let me explain this very clearly to you. I fought competition. I've trained over 30 years in the martial arts. I have black belts in judo and aikido and Syriac knife fighting and in Chinese kung fu. Now, I'll tell you this much. You can learn every art in the world. You can be the best jiu-jitsu fighter. You can be the best Muay Thai fighter. You can be the best boxing fighter in the world. But the reality is this. If you are not aware of your surroundings, all of that, as I said earlier, will be worthless. You must have your mindset game on all the time, turned on. You must be aware where you sit. You must be aware of situations that arise. You must stop walking around looking at your phone like you're just, sitting there like a zombie, walking around aimlessly, really. Look, If you are in a restaurant and something pops off, are you going to be ready to protect your family? Do you even have a clue of what to do? I'm going to tell you right now, a jiu-jitsu takedown is not going to help you in any way, shape, or form. If a guy comes in there with a fucking shotgun and he's 15, 20 yards away from you and starts spraying, it's not going to help you. All right? A boxing left hook, right hook, uppercut's not going to help you. A judo throw is not going to help you. A Muay Thai kick is not going to help you. What's going to help you is you understanding your environment around you, how to move, concealment, cover, angles, where the exit points are, where you can get to be in the best position tactically, right? Always moving to a position of greater, superior tactical advantage. So how do we get to that level? Well, you start practicing. There are some classes out there that you can take that are really good. Some of them are really shitty. Being ready for an active shooter. Being ready for a situation like just happened in Buffalo, like has happened in churches, in theaters, all over, in schools. What I like to do is I like to visualize. When I go to a movie theater, I never sit in the middle. I'm always on the edge seat. I already know where the exits are. I know where I can wrap to the left, I can wrap to the right. When I sit down in a restaurant, it's a pain in the ass. My kids, my wife, they know, they're like, oh, fuck, here we go, right? But they understand that I'm just not going to sit where the hostess decides to sit me in the middle of everybody, rubbing shoulders with everybody. No, I sit in a corner to a back in an angle where I can see at least 80 to 90% of the restaurant. I know where my exit point, I know where the kitchen is. I know that if I have to break this window, I will. Why? Because I carry usually a shoulder bag with me. That's where I carry my gun. That's where I carry a glass breaker. That's where I carry a knife. That's where I carry anything that I have to throw that glows, right? A glow stick, boom. Anything I carry in there. And that's another thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to break down a video of what I carry on my EDC bag that I take with me to most places. All right, so mentally, we need to be at a higher level when we go out there, okay? We need to stop thinking that wherever we go, it's just going to be okay, that we're going to be protected by the cops, that, you know, everything's okay, cops are going to be patrolling. Listen, I just retired. I just hung my badge just a few months ago. And I could tell you that typically when we responded to something, it was minutes after. So don't kid yourself. All right, when shit happens, it happens now, and you got to protect yourself. Be smart about the situations around you. Understand the concept of being constantly battle ready. Do it for you, do it for yourself. Hey guys, if you like what you're hearing here, if you're getting value out of it, living this warrior lifestyle, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. Drop some comments below. I would like to see at what point maybe in your life you protected your family. Then what I want you to do is smash that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. It'll really mean a lot to us. We're growing this YouTube channel and we're doing it one video at a time with your support. God bless. Talk soon.